I have made all these sacrifices, believing that things will turn around and his actions and the way he behaves towards me is going to change. But his confession actually made my heart go sour, and then I was the one that now turned into a beast. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please kindly hit the subscribe button and like this video. Please kindly drop your comments and your advice for this young lady in the comment section. Thank you for joining me today and listening. So, this young lady, her name is Ramon, and she said she grew up knowing this guy, Jarvis, as a friend. Both of them has been friends because the parents were friends. Okay, so they grew up in extremely wealthy families, and they never knew that right from onset their parents have worked it out between themselves that okay, if they grew up they were going to get married to keep the family, the family prestige, influence, and all that going. Ramon and the boy grew up not liking each other. Actually, Ramon, the lady, said, I feel more love for the guy, but the guy despised me like hellfire. We kept on going, just being friends, but the time immediately the issue of marriage arrangement was brought up, the guy hated me like poison. I kept on being nice and all that because I have come to like him as a person. And even when the discussion about the marriage came up, I said to myself, he is not a bad choice at all. So I was going to give it a try. I worked extremely hard to make sure that this thing came to pass. But the treatment I got from this guy was horrible. I never minded any of these, and we kept going. So the wedding day was set, and we had completed the traditional rites, and also he refused us doing court marriage, but later he agreed, so we did it. So it was remaining white wedding. He kept on dragging his feet, but I just said if I kept being good and all that, he's going to change. We continued the plans and everything, and the day was fast approaching. Everything was turning out to be good. I loved my wedding gown, the preparation, and everything was really exciting. I never knew this guy, my husband to be, was planning something else until he confessed. I never knew that he had planned to ruin the wedding on the very day. It was later when he told me that I knew that he had planned with a lady actually to come in and disguise as if she was pregnant for him. When they usually say that if you know anything that would prevent this two couple or two people from becoming getting married or whatever, you should come and speak up or hold your peace forever. So he has planned with this lady to come in as pregnant so that during that time the lady is going to show up, and there's going to be noise everywhere, and the wedding was going to be kept on hold. Excuse me. So he had had this perfect plan and also paid the lady. He didn't. He said when he confessed, he told me that he never really knew the lady very well, but he, with the help of his friend, they planned all this and paid the lady very well. Okay, the wedding day came. We were in the church. I was dancing like mad because I was extremely happy. He kept, but my guy, my man, kept swinging from happiness to bitterness, shown all over his face. And whenever I touched him with my shoulder to remind him that this is our wedding and everybody's watching, he would like smile, the smile that barely passed his lips, to say I think I have something, my stomach is rumbling, or he kept giving these flimsy excuses all through in the church. So when the it was time to exchange the ring, the reverend father said, do you take this lady to be your Ramon to be your lawful wedded wife and this and that, everything they said, and everybody was um looking at him and listening to hear him say I do. I noticed that my man was constantly looking at the entrance, um focusing at the entrance rather than focusing on the Reverend Father to respond to the question. I kept wondering to myself, like, what could be going on? What is he looking for? Is he looking for someone else, or is he looking to go to the bathroom since he said his stomach was upset or something like that? I never knew that he was actually looking out for the lady he had planned to come in immediately to ruin the wedding by saying that she was pregnant for him. So he kept looking, but nobody showed up. Obviously, the lady took the money and disappointed him. The lady never showed up on our wedding day. So after looking and getting seeming like he's lost, he turned around and said, "I do," barely talking. People could barely hear him, but at least few people heard him and they started clapping, and everybody then started clapping. I was kind of worried, but since I heard I do, I just had to continue, and I was cheerful. I was happy continuing the thing. I responded to all my questions, and the wedding was done and dusted. We went home, and my husband grew even colder. He slept at the balcony on the very first night of our wedding. I was so shocked that I couldn't even take out my wedding gown because I thought that all the work I've put in making this happen would at least change his mind. Never, he didn't. We continued like that, but I just decided to continue being a good wife. I made his meals, I washed his clothes, ironed them, did everything a perfect wife was supposed to do. But trust me, he wasn't changing for any good. I decided one day that I don't think I could do this anymore, and I decided to call his parents. So while I was on the phone complaining to the parents about everything I have suffered in the last couple of months since after we got married, I never knew my husband was coming in early from work, and he overheard me bringing all this heaviness out of my heart. And after he listened, he said he was touched, and that is, he just waited, and I poured out everything in my mind to the parents. And that was when he came in and decided that, apologizing to me, not knowing that he has hurt me so much. And that's when he actually opened up and told me that I never wanted this marriage, but you have. He was telling me that I have put in a lot, and he has come to realize that love could actually grow, even though two people didn't love themselves before, but a love could actually grow. I was listening, shedding tears without interrupting him in whatever he was saying. But after he mentioned that part of having paid this guy's pregnant lady to come and interrupt our wedding, my mind fled with anger, and I decided that it is my own time to pay him back. Honestly, I thought I was going to say, "Oh, I'm not doing this anymore," and just leave, because that is wickedness of the highest order. But I've decided that I don't know. I'm going to stay in the marriage, but I'm going to pay him back in his very own coin. Is this a bad decision I'm making? Am I being wrong? I've been treated so badly. Look at what he had planned to disgrace me before everybody. Does it mean that he can actually love me for real now? Should I stay and just pay him back, or should I just leave? I'm so confused. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Kindly drop your comments on the comment section. Let's advise this lady and save a family. If you didn't subscribe, please go ahead and subscribe, and also hit the like button. She'll be reading the comments to see what you advise her to do. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.